Well, it is the 5th day of the new year, and many people are probably still sticking to those resolutions so far, at least about maybe eating cleaner, trying to know exactly what's in the food that they decide to put in their body. Well, have you ever thought about what stuff goes in your pet's food? You probably haven't, right? Well, you're going to think a lot about it after this segment right here. We have Carl Haas on this afternoon. You're with Rudy Green's Doggy Cuisine, and everything you have here, we could eat.
Absolutely.
And it would taste pretty good, too.
It would be delicious. You might need a little salt, a little pepper, maybe some soy sauce on them. But this is a human, edible, gently cooked food that is made for dogs. I founded this company in 2006. Named after Rudy Green, who I had to cook for because he was very sick, and his rapid return to health sparked this company. And we are proudly sold throughout the region in Kroger stores and independent stores, value markets, Whole Foods, and Barkstown Roads.
Now, we know this is a trend now, people really wanting to know what's in the food that they put into their own bodies, and slowly we're beginning to see this trickle down into our pets too.
It follows naturally. And we have long been told that dogs should eat nothing but dog food. Don't ever change their diet. Don't ever give them table scraps. For 50 years we've been told this, and we've kind of bought that and gone along our merry way, when common sense would tell us it really isn't logical to give them nothing but a highly processed brown nugget for every meal every day of their life. Now, could that possibly be meeting all their nutrient needs?
Well, we know that there is a new film that will be debuting here in Louisville. That's really interesting, and we have the trailer on tap for Pet Food, and we want to show you that, and we'll come back and talk about it.
First ingredient, ground yellow corn, chicken byproduct meal, corn gluten meal. Although this food really looks to be beautiful and something you'd be interested in nourishing your pet with, my recommendation is to avoid it.
The pet food industry is telling us what to feed our pets, really more based on what they want to sell us than what's necessarily good for the pet.
So no corn, no wheat, no soy.
After many years of R&D, we have found that corn is still the best available source of carbohydrate.
Those are the things that cause overweight, diabetes, arthritis, chronic skin infections, allergies.
Corn and wheat have become so subsidized and so cheap. It's a super cheap way to make a food for somebody who can't say no.
More than 60 million packages were taken off store shelves last month because they apparently contained wheat gluten that was tainted with the chemical melamine.
They thought they were purchasing a certain protein product called wheat gluten, when in fact they were buying wheat flour that had been laced with cyanuric acid and melamine in order to pass it off as wheat gluten.
That was a betrayal of trust.
They don't care about me. They care about my money.
You have well-meaning, lovely veterinarians recommending foods not because they have sound nutritional background, but because that's all that they know. And in 100 years' time, we have successfully convinced an entire generation of pet lovers that why would you feed anything but dog food or cat food?
Pet Food right there. A lot of the viewers at home probably scratching their heads and say, God, I've never truly thought about it before. But, Carla, this is something you've obviously thought a lot about there.
Yes, and it's going to be an eye-opener for a lot of people that don't read pet food labels nor bother to Google search what those ingredients are.
And so if people are looking to take alternative steps in, maybe they say, God, Carla, I barely have time to put food on the table for the kids when I get home after a long day. I don't have time to make food for my dog or cat or whatever your pet may be, but they have an option that you're providing.
Right here. Yes, they can buy Rudy Greens and serve that. And for most people, kibble, dry food, is a convenient way of feeding their animals. But there's no reason that you can't add real whole foods in with that to give them the variety and the nutrition that are missing from a processed food. This film was produced and directed actually by a Kentucky native. His name is Cole Harrington, and it will be debuting nationally on Tuesday, January 10th. And here in Louisville, the screening at the Village 8 Theaters will be co-sponsored by Rudy Greens and Barkstown Road, and a portion of every ticket sale for this will be going to the Aero Fund.
And we have that information up on the screen right there. Award-winning film, we should mention, about the pet food industry. That screening, once again, Tuesday, January 10th. And so in just a few days at 7:15 p.m., $11 will get you in there. It's all happening at the Village 8 Theaters out there in Dutchman's Lane. And once again, $1 per ticket donated to the Aero Fund. But, Carla, where can folks find you and Rudy Rudy Greens?
Rudy Greens is online. We actually have a brand new website that's very exciting. So rudygreens.com, and we are sold in Kroger stores that have freezers in the pet food aisles. And like I said, the Barkstown Road locations here in Louisville have it as well. Amazon.com will ship it nationally. So if you have someone who loves their pet dearly that you know and would like to send them a very thoughtful, caring gift, we do sell our variety pack online at Amazon, and it'll ship nationally and free with Amazon Prime.
And the you said the key word right there.
Yeah,
for a lot
there you
of
go.
Amazon
Shipping,
Prime,
yes,
free
yes.
shipping. But this is a way to get your dog the food that you'd be buying anyway at a very convenient way quickly, as we're running out of time. How much would each of these be priced?
They are around $10 for a box that is 24 ounces, so there are 4 6-ounce pouches in this. And for an average dog, a half of a pouch mixed in with dry food, take a little bit of that away and add this instead, just gives them back all the joy and the variety and the nutrition that's missing from a dry diet.
All right, Carla, thank you so much for some very eye-opening information. Everyone go check out that new screening of Pet Fooled next Tuesday at the Village 8. Well, up next this afternoon on Wave Country.